Hi guys, welcome to Easy Peasy Gardening. I'm your gardener friend Ruchi, and today we are going to propagate this beautiful pineapple sage plant. It gets these bright red flowers which hummingbirds especially like. So it's really nice to have, and it's really easy to grow. It grows very fast. I actually grew this from cutting, so I'm going to show you how to do it yourself. So I'm going to take a cutting from this. So first I'm going to use the household rubbing alcohol to clean my shears, because the shears should be sterile when you do take the cutting. So if you look at this, all the three branches are pretty healthy and they are pretty thick. So you can basically take cutting from any one of them. So you don't want to take a cutting which is very tender, like if you suppose this was the thickness, you don't want to cut it from here because it's really tender. So if we look at this, so these nodes are the places from where the leaves grow and the roots grow. These are the nodes. So you have to make sure that you have at least 3-4 of these nodes in your cuttings, because at least one node should go in the soil from where the roots will grow, and at least one node should be above the soil so that leaves can grow from there. So I'm going to take a cutting from here, so just below this node. So here is my cutting, and let me just make another cutting. So I'll do this one. So first I'm just going to remove the bottom leaves, because they are going to go in the soil. Okay, so now here, even the top one, I'm going to cut them in half. You don't want to remove all the leaves, because they do photosynthesis and generate energy for the plant. So now the roots are not there, so there's no root to generate energy for the plant. So leaves are the only way, and if you remove all the leaves, then no energy will be generated for the plant, so you don't want that. So you want to leave some leaves here. So now we have a few leaves, and you don't want to leave all the leaves, because they require energy themselves to survive. So if there are too many leaves left, then they'll consume too much of energy. So now this is the rooting hormone. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to just put this in the rooting hormone, and so it is covered with rooting hormone. And then here in this planter, I have a good potting soil mix with coco peat, perlite, and compost. So coco peat helps in retaining the moisture, perlite helps in good drainage, and compost of course helps in providing the nutrition. So I'm going to I'm using this thing to dig a hole, so that when I put the stem in, all the rooting hormone should not be rubbed off. So here, and now just going to press on it. Similarly, this one, I'll just dip it in the rooting hormone, and then just dig a hole and put it in. So now the two nodes of both the stems have grown inside. I'm going to water it a little bit and then leave it in a shaded area, most probably inside the house, where they stay warm and humid. You can even cover this with a plastic bag with a few holes on top of the plastic bag, so that there is air circulation, but most of the moisture stays inside. And also the soil that you take for the fresh cuttings, it is better if you take fresh soil, because suppose you were growing some other plant in the soil and it had some pathogens, and then you used it here and it's just a cutting, it doesn't have any roots, it has an injury, and the pathogen may damage the cutting, so you don't want that. So I have already done this. I planted about 4 cuttings about 2 months ago. So now I have removed the plastic bag and I keep this in a shaded area and I keep the soil moist. So it had these 1, 2, 3, and 4 cuttings. So two of them are actually looking dry on the top at least, and two of them are still green. So I'm very hopeful about these two. So another month has passed, and if you look at this now, it's clearly growing well. You can see that this is one stem that we had put, this is another one, and those two survived. And if you look at these two, they are completely dead. Just fine. It's 50% success. It's pretty good. You can't ask for more. So I'm really happy. So it took me about 4 months because I planted these cuttings in winters, which is winters is not a great time to do that, but I did it in any case. um, so it takes longer, but if you plant these in spring, then within 2 months you should see the results. We took cuttings from the mother plant, and the cuttings were like 4 or 5 inches long. Make sure that a few nodes go inside the soil, and remove the leaves from the bottom, cover it with a plastic bag loosely so that the environment around it stays moist and humid and warm. And once they start to grow, remove the plastic bag, and that's it. So our cuttings, you can see, are doing well. And let me show you the mother plant that has grown really tall. Let me show you. This is the mother plant. So this top stem is about 4 feet tall, and since spring is here, the new flowers are coming. Pineapple sage requires partial sun to grow the best. And because it has a lot of leaves, it requires fair amount of water. The soil should stay moist all the time. So 2 weeks have passed, and this is the same mother plant. And if you look at it, this tall one, now the flowers have opened up, bright red color flowers. And other branches also have flowers coming. If you look at the bud, it seems like the flowers will be purple, but they are actually red. So I hope this video was useful to you. If you have any questions, leave a comment and I try to answer as soon as possible. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our channel and share it with your friends and family. And I'll see you around. Happy gardening. Bye.